Radio. Welcome to Spirit Medium, Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential, and ethical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Every now and then I like to talk like I don't come from New York. Don't you like to hear talk, which is a New York way of saying talk? And then I throw in a couple of you alls. It's kind of funny. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I do have somebody who is waiting in the webinar because there's a webinar version of the show. And I believe, wait a minute, maybe that's Amber that I've spoken to a few. Oh, no, it's Amanda. Okay. Amanda, I just want to tell you, love, that you might want to close your camera for now. Otherwise, people will see you. And you may not. Well, no, you have a camera icon on your screen. Okay? If you click on it, you won't be seen right now. You can stay with it on. I just want you to know, though, anybody that tunes into the webinar can see you. Yeah. The reason I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, is because once you already just did it, honey. You were able to block it out. Okay. Once I had somebody who was on the webinar, and after she was done speaking to me, she remained on the webinar, and I think she picked her nose or something, something really, really horrible. And it was like for everybody to see. So don't forget that people can see you right now until you get off of the whole thing or until you close your camera, which you have control over. So now, everybody, I'm speaking about the webinar of which you all can watch at spiritmediumtv.com. There's a video version of the radio show, which is happening there right now. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And if you're very adventurous and you decide to join the webinar, which Amanda did, you will get a priority in the queue. And the priority in the queue goes as follows. Those who make donations, which is the 808. If you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, you can donate 8 and jump the gate. That's the 808. That gets priority over everyone except for other side connections. I do 2 other side connections. Then I go to anybody who made a donation that didn't want another side connection. And I also go to the priority then is people who are in the webinar. So Amanda's going to get a priority unless you made a donation. And then I go to the phone. I try to get everybody in sequence as they called in, and I try to make a note, put next to your name who called in when. So just what's going on here in the background. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on in the background to get this show going. So, as I mentioned, there is a website for the show called spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can watch a live webinar of the show. You can join the webinar and get priority in the queue. You can do the 808 to get even better priority in all of the queues, or you just simply can dial the number that's there and sit and wait in the queue, which is fine as well. I'd love to work with all of you, and I will try to get to as many of you as Spirit permits through me this evening. I will be doing, as the invitation for the show says, soul mediumship, manifesting, and mending. And that means, alert, alert, that means I'm not here to do fortune telling. I'm not here to tell you when you're going to get that bill from the legal settlement. People call me for those things, and I try my best. But I'm trying to say that when I work with you, I work at a deep soul level, and that's the way Spirit has developed me as a medium and a psychic. You have to go to the right supermarket to get the right goods, right? So that's what I do. I just tend to have that kind of ability. As a matter of fact, I like to do healings, and I use these chakras and all kinds of things we can work with to help you reach your goals. So it's not like I'm not going to help you reach your goals, but I'm going to go a little deeper to reach them. Okay. What else do I need to say? Oh, yeah, I have a focus subject, which I will go into. I do readings privately for people. I have private sessions, which brings me to the fact, if you would like to get a third more time free than that for which you pay, you simply go to booklaura.com And when you are booking your private session, you would put in the event code field radio show. Radio show in the event code field when you're booking or paying for your reading, and that is done at booklaura.com, will allow you to get a third more time free. So if you booked, for example, a 30-minute session, you would get a 40-minute session. Those 10 extra minutes are your bonus. Same thing with a 45-minute session. You would pay for 45 minutes, you get an hour. And I actually had 2 people like that today that I read for. So you're getting me at the end of a very wordy day. A little bit tired. Okay, so we got that out of the way. And now we're going to go to the focus subject. After the focus subject, I will do a channel group message. So everybody gets something here. And then we will go on to the phone lines. Yay! So I hope to get to the phone lines by about 15 minutes after the hour. Okay, so the focus subject for this evening, I did a little bit of it last week, but it has to do with self-confidence. You know, that's probably one of the most important things that anyone could have. It sets the relationship you have with yourself, which came out in a reading today. The most important relationship you could possibly have is the one with you. You know what I mean? A lot of people are running around trying to get relationships with other people. But if you improve your relationship with yourself, other people will flock to you. You won't be worried about any of those things. So in your life, focus on you first. You know the old story about a mother with a baby on an airplane. When they drop the air masks down, if there's a pressure cabin problem, air pressure in the cabin problem, they got to take the air first, right? Because they're not going to be there for their baby if they're dead. So you take the air first in your life. You take care of yourself first. And so I have a very nice article and also a little bit of an exercise. It's under posts on Spirit Medium TV, which is a page on my website. If you're tuning in at a future date, at the very top of the page, any page on my website, you'll see a little magnifying glass in an orange box. I changed, by the way, the template for my website. So there's a little magnifying glass in an orange box, and that means search. You can search for self-confidence. Let's see, yeah, self-confidence and self-esteem, and you would find that article. So let me see if I can come up with a few things. I think the most important thing is the channeling to give you an idea of why you would be able, or why you really deserve to have self-esteem. And the easiest way to have it is to look at yourself as a person who breathes. The mere fact that you're breathing, that you have consciousness, you have eyes, you can see out, you can feel things. You can affect the events in life. You affect other people, right? You affect yourself. The mere fact you're alive means that you hold the divine in you. You are a part of the divine. Okay? And because you are part of the divine, made in God's image, or however you want to think of it, you are deserving. You are deserving by the mere fact that you breathe. So anytime you're ever feeling a little bit low about yourself, maybe that, you're not good enough, or maybe there's some woulda, coulda, shouldas in you, remember that as you breathe in deeply and relax, remind yourself that you are deserving of love. You are deserving of wealth. You are deserving of healing. You are deserving of making your dreams come true. You truly are worthy of everything. Okay, so now I'm going to go to a channeled group message. It might be worked, depends on what the spirit guides want to do, but usually it complements the focus subject. We'll see. We'll see what they want to bring in. And so everybody, if you would please sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area. Allowing yourself to gently relax and let go, breathing in deeply. And on exhale, releasing and letting go of all stress, all toxicity, all poisonous thought, and all tension. Breathing in, that feeling of being deserving, and exhaling, feeling of being loved and loving yourself. If you are wanting an other side connection this evening, please call in your loved ones from the spirit world to join you right now. If you are wanting a healing, if you're wanting information about anything in your life, please focus on those subjects now. While you're doing that, I will invoke the Master Prayer. I will be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. In a moment, I will make a connection. We are here. We are the ones. And indeed, we are your ones. We are the ones that help you in your life, your day-to-day machinations of events, of experiences, of going through each day. We come in to help you when you call for our help. We are the ones. We work with you when you are sad, when you feel like you need help. We are there for you. Some might call us guardian angels. Others might call us light beings or beings of light. Whatever your way of expressing the higher realms, know that we are here for you and that we do hear you. But you must ask. Each and every day on earth is a huge adventure for you. We want you each to look at each event in this way, as being an adventure. Each thing that happens to you, each thing that you create is something that is important. It is part of your events. It is part of your life, and therefore is to be coveted and loved equally. In other words, there is no positive, there is no negative, there is simply being. The more you realize that each moment of your life is an experience of being alive, of being, you will understand that within you have the God, you have the divine. Being alive is an honor, a privilege, and a huge adventure. Honor your life, honor yourself, and look upon each event as precious because it is. Namaste. Okay, that was nice. Okay, I'm going to go to the phone lines. I have the first caller was, where did she go? Now she disappeared again. It was somebody from, oh, there she is, Donna. I think that's Donna. Yes, Donna. Donna.
Hi, Laura. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. Do you have horses, Donna? Is there horses around you? For some reason, all of a sudden, I get this.
There's ranches near, like maybe 20, 25 minutes away. There's ranches. And yeah, I guess there's horses here in Santa Barbara. Yeah. Okay. I love horses.
Yeah. Well, horses are, I don't know, for some reason, all of a sudden I get this feeling of horses around you. I don't know how or why, but I do know that you're wanting an other side connection. So I'm going to see who in spirit, there is a female. Okay. First one is a female coming in. She's, shorter. She's very cute. She's older. It looks like she's got she's very short in height, or she looks short in height. Looks like she's got a wider torso. You know how when you get older, you get a little wider in the torso because you shrink a little bit, She looks like that. She's
yeah, you do shrink.
Yeah, you shrink. And she's got a little bit of hair that's a little curly around her face. Right now, it looks like she might have dyed it to more senior years because it looks like it's a reddish brown with a lot of curls. Well, she has light blue eyes and she has a very fair skin. Something interesting about her face. It's like almost, she has nice cheekbones, but her jaw juts out just a little bit. And she's got medium-sized lips, and she does wear a little bit of lipstick. She's got wide eyes, big eyes, and her eyebrows are very expressive, but they're thin, the eyebrows. And she has a very high forehead. For some reason, she's wearing a hat today, and she's wearing a floral colored dress on the lighter color side, like light blue with some floral print on it. She looks like she's a grandma. She could also be a friend of the family. You know, I don't really know who she is just yet, honey. Only thing I can do is tell you what I'm getting. It looks like she likes candy too. Okay. She likes to eat candy. She keeps saying crimson and roses, crimson and rose. That could be a name, Rose, as well. Sometimes they use the word that stands for the flower rose to mean a name. And also she says something about that handbag that you gave her, I don't know, when you were young. Now, are you, I'm going to see if I could get a little more, honey, to help you out. All right? Let me just see if there's something else she can tell me. This wonderful woman in front of me, Donna. She's very smart. So, now, all of a sudden, she morphs a little bit. She moves from this older picture to a younger picture. And she's got, in the younger picture, long dark hair, or maybe middle-aged she is, and she's got a heart-shaped face, a little narrow in the jawline, beautiful nose. She's got these arching eyebrows and high cheekbones. She's a very beautiful woman. So I don't know if it's the same. I shouldn't say it's her, but I do see another woman like that. So I'm seeing two different people maybe, or maybe it's the same person at a different time in her life. I'm going to continue because eventually we will get to something that you recognize immediately. Okay. Also feel and hear the word cancer, or cancer is how this person transitioned.
My mom had cancer.
And I do feel as your mother very much. But I feel that what I'm saying is when she's younger, she has dark hair. When she gets old, it looks like she might have dyed.
Yes.
Okay. And she dyes it a little bit of a.
Still dyed it.
Yeah. But when she dyes it, it might have had an ore burnish thing going on. And so, you know, on the shorter side, she might have done an ore burnish thing. I don't know if you remember that or not. But yeah, I think it's the same person. There's a cancer now. So she does get older, okay, by the pictures I'm seeing. Yes, you would agree? Mom does live to an advanced age, yes?
She died at 61.
Okay, so then
older.
Okay, so then that is the picture I see of her then when she's 61 and she's got the long dark hair. She's very beautiful. Okay, the other woman is
She's a model. Yeah.
Yeah, the other woman is somebody else that's in the family, a friend. Okay, so we're going to put her on the side for a moment. The one with the ore burnish hair that dyes it and it's older. Remember I told you older. Yeah, that could be somebody else, an aunt. It could be a grand aunt. It could be a grandma. It could be the family. I'm not sure who that is, but I do see your mother, and she presents in a beautiful field of flowers and daisies. And she's got this beautiful long brown hair and the beautiful features. She has an Audrey Hepburn look to her face. She's a very beautiful woman, very, very high cheekbones.
Absolutely.
And she says, I love you very, very much. I feel a lot of stuff in the chest area and the heart area. Part of it is just love. Part of it is something else. Let me see if she'll give me what that is. I'm going to give you one or two more details, honey, and then we'll go to personal message, love. I won't develop the other soul. Okay, I won't develop the other soul who does present.
Okay.
We'll try to go just.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so she shows me two girls under her as if she's had two children. Would you know that she has two girls, not just one? You being
what? How many kids my mom has?
I see two girls.
She has 4 daughters and four sons. 4 daughters and 4 sons.
Okay. Well, for some reason, she's not that there aren't those others, because I was going to say I also felt the son. And they don't have to show me all of them. They just show some of them. But there's something about two girls are important, or they're unique in some way from the rest. And if she wants to say what it is, she'll say it. If not, we'll just say there's 4 and 2 of them somehow are important. We'll see if she will. There's something about harvesting. Oh, hold on. I need to be quiet for a second. Did she? Okay. There's something going on with her uterus and her ovaries. Would you understand that, please?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. She had cancer that ravaged her entire body. So, I mean, it was everywhere in her whole body. So,
yeah, I think,
it
might have started there. Okay. Might have started there. If you don't know where it started, I don't know, but it might have started there. So,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So she says she's happy for her life. God gave her a beautiful life there on earth. She says she's very happy. She said it was an easy life in some ways. She says her children gave her such joy, you and everyone else. Are there two, do you have two daughters yourself, love?
No, but my sisters are 10 and 12 years younger. So I took care of them like they were my daughters when I was growing up.
Oh, well, then that could have something, because she had shown me these two daughters. So maybe that's her daughters that you took care of as your own. Yeah. She left so much behind. She says she was not happy with her transition. She did not want to go when she left, as you know, was only 61.
No.
She's sorry for the way she treated everyone before the transition. She was not good about it at all. And she also says to you, she treated you rather rudely and rather crudely. She says, you know, that she knows you've forgiven her, but really it's only because you're a good person. She was not very good about her transition. Nothing, you didn't take it personally, right? You didn't take it personally.
Oh gosh, no.
But she knows how, she feels she treated you badly, and she knows that you cried at times when you weren't in the room with her. There was a lot of difficulty there. She says she looked in on you from her heart center, her heart chakra. She was always feeling so badly about the way she spoke to you and the other children. She says at times, this is during the part when she's ill. She says, but her body hurt so much it was burning up all the time. No matter what they gave her, it didn't help. She does use the word chemo, so they must have given her some chemo. She says nothing seemed to help. The radiation didn't help. Nothing helped. Her body was frazzled, like almost fried at the end. She says fried. And she says there was a lot of burning in her body. This means feeling, not just the way they fried her up, if you will, from the radiation and everything else. But she was burning. And she says nothing they gave her really helped to opiate the pain. She's sorry for the way she treated everyone. She wants that one message to come back to you of how much she loves you and how much you did for her all the time. You're a beautiful soul, and you were my beautiful daughter, and I give you so much love back. There's something about the name Carol. Carol, give Carol my love. What is your name again? Your name is Donna. There's a K, like a Carol name. Give Carol my love. Give all of them my love. Tell everyone I love them so much. And take care of yourself, my beautiful daughter. She also says that your father is here with her in spirit realm.
Yes, that's correct.
She loves him very much. She says they always got along fairly well on earth. She says, and even in spirit they do. She's telling you this for a reason, that you would not give up on your own home and your own life. She says eventually everything will be worked out between the two of you. Don't give up. I love you dearly.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah.
So nice to hear from her.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I'm there with her, you know.
Well,
do they recognize us on the other side when we die? Will they recognize us, the people that have died before us?
Of course. Quite often they're there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, quite often they're showing up before you transition just to make it seem easier for you. Like her mother was there before she transitioned. And by the way, she didn't like seeing her mother there.
Yeah, that's interesting because she never met her mother, and she was an orphan, and she was just about to meet her mother. She was like 80 in her 80s or something, but it didn't happen because she passed away. She always had hard feelings on the mother, so I guess she wouldn't have liked seeing her because she had these hard feelings that she gave her away. Yeah.
I think that might have been the first woman that we saw. That might have been her mother.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too, because she wasn't really tall.
Right.
And how you were describing her looks like the photograph that we have of her. I think it was her mom too.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, because she was so clear. It was like, woo, couldn't ignore her. And anyway, she's telling you not to give up something in your own. You might be having a little discord in your own relationship or something.
Yeah, I've given up on meeting someone. I mean, I got on all these dating sites and they were phonies and I never met anybody. And it's like, I've given up now. I think it's too hard to try to meet a guy.
Oh, that's what she meant.
No, I go out.
Oh, that's what she meant. All right. Well, she says don't give up. You know, she's a very romantic sort.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, love.
Well, I'm going to take all these classes and stuff. Maybe I'll meet someone at school. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
So wonderful. You're always wonderful. Thank you so much. It's been a lot to me connecting with my mom and grandma.
Thank you, honey, for calling in. God bless. Bye-bye, love. Bye.
God bless you. You have a nice day.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to, where did she go? There was another one that had others. There she is, Amber. Hello. Hi, Amber. How you doing, sweetheart?
Okay.
All right, good. All right, so we're going to see who's there in spirit realm for you. So I do see a woman who has dark hair. Her hair is on the shorter side. She looks like she's got a little bit of a heavier, stockier build. Not sure exactly her relationship just yet to you, but there she is. Hold on. There's a few people around you in spirit. Your mother is one of them. A couple of souls in spirit for you, not just one. You've lost a lot of people. I also feel you feel.
My mother hasn't passed over.
Okay, well, there's a mother figure then, which could be a grandma or somebody else. But I do see a woman who's a little bit heavier set that has dark hair. It's a little bit messed up, or it's on the shorter side. It doesn't look like she takes really great care of herself for some reason, but she's fading away as well. So just give me a moment to try to tune in, Amber at 413, and think of who you're thinking of. You know, call them in, love. Well, okay. There's a male to you. Hold on. There's a spirit, a soul, is male. I can't see him, whoever he is. Give me a moment, love, to try to clear it up. Please step forward. This is for Amber. There's it. It feels like it's a child to you, or it's a male to you that would be like a husband or a lover or a friend. And I'm having trouble clearing it for some reason. I don't know why. It could be some kind of problem or some kind of trauma surrounding the passing or something, or some block. But I'm doing my very best to try to bring it through. Whoever this is, this soul doesn't want to speak about himself right now. Feels like it could be also like a friend or a brother to you. Friend, like a brother. Smart, very intelligent person. He has, his skin coloring, as I see it, is dark hair with an olive complexion, whom I'm seeing, trying to get a clarification. Please step forward. He's a smart, very intelligent person. Oh, but doesn't listen to anyone about his health. Does things his own way. Doesn't want to listen to anyone. And seems to take matters into his own hands. Now, health could mean a lot of things. We're at a very early part of this development, honey, of his soul. So bear with me for a moment. What do you mean by health, sir? I don't listen to anyone about my health. I don't take good care of myself. I'm not listening to you, Amber. I'm not listening to anyone else. I want to stabilize my blood pressure. I don't want to take what the doctors are telling me to take. And I don't want to do anything about my health except do things my own way. Now, I am seeing him a little bit better, but I'm getting worse. Now, do those words make any sense to you, please, Amber?
Very much so. He just passed away less than 24 hours ago.
Wow. Whoa. He looks a little bit on the heavier set side. The hair is straighter on the straighter side, but dark. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, he seems to have like could be a father also to you. I don't know his relationship to you just yet. I thought it was peer, maybe it could be a husband, maybe it could be a brother, a friend, or it could be a father. I don't know yet. But he is carrying extra weight on him. He's very stubborn. He does things his own way, and he's showing me a bulldog. He says he's sorry for what he did to you and everyone in the family. He says, wait a second here. You're all listening to me now, aren't you? He's laughing. He's sorry about what he did. He's sorry. He didn't listen. He didn't want to listen to anyone. I hear the word sudden and stroke or something like that. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah, he was coughing up blood for 2 days before he died.
Would you understand stroke, honey, or you're not sure what the passing was from then? Okay. Well, it looks to me, well, I can't get anything more than what I'm hearing, obviously. And I always have to give you exact getting so that you can put it together. So he's not anybody. He does things his own way, and finally he falls to sleep and he doesn't get up, like passes out or something. He's now he's listening to everyone. He says he's sorry for what he did. He's sorry for the way he left everybody. He's sorry that he didn't do things sooner. He says at the end it was too late. He was frightened. He He didn't want to let anyone know that he knew he did the wrong thing. So he was stubborn right at the end. You never received any closure on that. He wants to give you that at the end when he started to have symptoms. He said he was scared. But he also knew, what's now? What can I do? There's nothing they can do for me now. He says, I'm sorry, honey, for your loss, by the way. This is a terrible thing for you to have to go through, Amber. And he says everyone in the family is grieving and there's a lot of remorse. He says the chaos will be over soon. He says soon you will all get over this. He says I love you all dearly. And he says I'm a fierce person. He says I'm a fierce person. He said I lived every moment to its fullest. He says I never wanted to be sick. He says so what difference does it make? In that respect, I made the right decision to never own illness and to live each moment as best I could. He also says, forgive yourself for something that you did to me. He forgives you. I get the impression that you didn't want to talk to him or you were angry with him. Do you understand, please?
Kind of. I mean, this reading is more for his family. I wasn't really close with them, but I get what he's saying.
Okay, so there's somebody there that didn't want to talk to him, maybe his daughter or something like that. Somebody close to him was mad because he wouldn't take care of himself. You see what I'm saying? So he's apologizing for that. I'm going to give you one or two more things and then we're going to close this particular session. Not that I don't honor him, he's very important. Let me just see what else we can get. Thank you, sir, for coming on such short notice. He says, no problem. He says it's all beautiful, very beautiful. He says the transition is beautiful. He says, I'm not hurting anymore, and I'm in a better place, a greater place. He says to you, please tell everyone that he lived the way he wanted to live. No looking back. I feel that he might have played golf. Do you know if he did, honey? If he played golf?
I'm not sure. I can find out, though.
Because I see something about burying him with his golf clubs or something like that. But there's something about him living the way he wanted to and being a fierce person and not being afraid of passing. And he wants to know he wants everyone to know he lived the way he thought he should have lived and that illness is not part of his vocabulary. He gives you a big kiss on your forehead and a big hug and thanks you for calling him in tonight. And he also says, now please let me go because I have a lot of work to do. Okay? So we're going to let him go now because he's just transitioned. Let him, yeah. All right, love. God bless, honey, and thank you so much. And I'm so sorry for your loss, love.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, you see now, everybody, they can come in very quickly. They don't, usually the reason that mediums will say waits 6 months, a year, is because the sitter could block the connection. If they're too grieving, they're too much in grief, the energy is too dense. But Amber wasn't directly, she was a friend of the family or something like that, or she wasn't directly related. So she didn't block, which was good. Okay, I'm now going to go to Laura, who has a life question. Oh, no, I can't do that yet, just yet, Laura. I have to go honor the first person waiting in the webinar, if she's still there. Otherwise, we'll come to you. Hold on. Yes, she is there. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to ask you if you can figure out, hi, sweetie, you're going to have to unmute yourself. Do you know how to do that? I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself. At the top of your screen, you will see an icon of a person, and to the right of that, there's a microphone. Can you click on the microphone? You don't know how to unmute yourself? Because if you don't know how, I can't hear your question. You don't know how to do it, love? Do you have the chat window open on the right? Can you write your question there, and I'll try to give you an answer that way, love.
There it is.
And then I will go to the other phone lines. Well, you got rid of your video and you're completely out now. I can't even see you. All right, she's gone for the moment, but she will come back. Going to Laura, who has a life question. I'll be looking for you, Amanda, so don't give up.
There it
Hi,
goes.
Laura, how you doing, sweetie?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, having fun. Okay, sweetie, so go ahead, give me your question, love. Go ahead.
So I have a question. I am just wondering if this person's going to come back into my life just sometime in my lifetime. His name is Todd, or if it's somebody from my past.
All right.
Just if I'm going to have some type of closure.
All right.
First letter of last. In a toxic thing right now.
Yeah, they usually are if they're coming back. You said the first name is Todd, and the very first letter of last name, please.
B.
B as in boy. Okay. I'm going to go to
as in boy.
Yeah. Okay. It's for Laura at 720 and Todd B. Hold on. Well, I have a really nice feeling about him of wanting to do this right. I feel he wants, but wanting is not enough. Hold on. Bright-eyed, bushy, yeah, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, looking at you, thinking of you, loving you, wanting you. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask a question silently to Spirit. Yeah, it can be worked out over time. So the issue here is communication. And you need to learn better, both of you, how to communicate. Things need to be stated in small and simple ways. And it will be an adjustment period of at least 1 year before you get a fluid communication between the two of you that is mutually supportive. Did you hear the words mutually supportive? Okay. But I get a feeling that he's not great with words. And so,
no.
Right. And you're good with words. So everything needs to be in sort of real simple, basic things, statements like, well, this is what I need. Can you tell me what you need? Very simple stuff, and let him explain, and, just try to make both people hear each other. You'll be there to hear him and let him explain to you, where the conflict is. What is it that you need in this situation? But ultimately, the answer is yes, it can be worked out, and it just needs to be communication. It needs to be worked out better.
So will he reach out to me?
Oh, I thought that you were in connection with him when you asked that question, the way it was asked.
We are not in connection. We haven't been in connection for about 7.5 years. So
what you're asking me then is, well, let me just say the answer is, assuming that you were back together again, it can be worked out if you would learn to communicate better. Now, let me ask Spirit the other question you're asking, which is, will he reach out to you? Which is a whole different thing. Hold on. Todd B. Will he reach out to Laura, please? Yes or no? I don't think so, honey. I don't think there's much reason. Now, you can ask it a different, by the way, if you, if you didn't figure it out, the way the question's asked is extremely important because I have literal connection to spirit. So let me ask this question. Is there any way that, that it might just happen through divine intervention that they would meet again, spirit? That's what I think is what you really need to know, Laura. Hold on. Have you been thinking about him a lot lately, Laura? Yes, you have.
I have. I don't know why this is going. I feel like there's something going on with him.
Well, this is what I'm hearing and getting and seeing. I feel somehow he's in your proximity more often than he used to be. Either he's moved closer to you or his work takes him closer to you. And I feel he is thinking about you as well. So there's a high probability that you could run into each other again and that it would go. So let's just prepare if you do, that it would go well if you kept in mind what I said, which is he's thinking about you. He does like you. He has good ideas about you. But it's something about what I'm getting is stumbling upon each other through destiny is highly likely at this time, and be prepared if it happens. I can't guarantee it will, but I feel it's a destiny thing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and the other thing you can do to add to that, to help yourself in this, is send him telepathic messages that you're thinking about him. You see what I'm saying? All you have to do is go into.
I don't want a romantic thing with him. I just want to have some type of closure, some type of fluid-ish type of relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is try to use your ability. We all have this ability to reach out to somebody with that message.
Sure.
Closure. So what I would do is, if it was me, I would imagine him in front of me. And we can do this right now as an exercise. Everybody can use this in their own lives. It's worth to do. If any of you have relationships that need clearing or healing or anything that you don't
maybe I should ask why he's not reaching out.
Can I please finish what I was doing, Laura?
Sure. I'm sorry.
No, do that first, and then I can't give you any more information on him because I don't want to do a full reading for only you, but I will go into this.
Okay? Sure.
All right. So if we're going to be working with a person that we can't have communication with for some reason, we can actually work on healing the connection. It might motivate them to pop into our life, okay? Or it may mean you just get your closure, okay? So you visualize the person in front of you when you're in a meditative state of mind, okay? So that means you can play a video on YouTube, or if you have a favorite music, you play that. And then you send them from the deepest part of your heart center and your third eye a message. You might want to know why. So we might send that message to him. Please, tell me why. You can get it through the airwaves yourself. Or you might say, closure. I need closure. And then allow God to give you closure in any way. Now, since it's a little bit different than I thought it was by the nature of the questions, the way they're first asked, what I'm going to do now, excuse my coughing. I'm going to see something here with Todd, and then I have to run.
Okay.
So you asked me, what was the last thing you asked, honey?
Why he's not reaching out.
So I'm going to be very careful now before you ask me 30 more questions. I might as well get all the scoop on this. Did you let both of you, he left and never told you why, and the relationship ended? Is that what happened, honey?
Relationship did end, yes.
And you never knew why. Is that why we're asking that question? You never knew why it ended, honey?
Yeah.
All right.
Never, not really.
You never had any closure. You don't know why. Okay. Let me see if I can get it psychic. Well, I would say just from the look of it, it looks to me like words are difficult for him, but it also looks like his emotional development is stunted. And he's really not that great about relationships. He's kind of like a little bit on the emotionally crude, CRUDE side. That would be the first reason. It's not like he didn't like you anymore. He just got distracted and moved on to something else because he doesn't know how he relates to other people. He doesn't have any sense of that. So I would say he's just emotionally bankrupt, if you will. And that's the way I would have to say it right now, honey. I have to go, and I appreciate you calling in this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, now I'm going to try to get to Amanda, who's been waiting patiently. Amanda, honey, now I can't see you, and I don't know if I can hear you. I think I can hear you. Talk up, Amanda, please.
Hello?
No, I cannot hear you either, honey. Before you had your video on, now you have your video on. Now, do you know how to control your audio? Okay, do you know how to write me a text message? Not a text, but a group chat in the chat. Can you write me your question? If not, I'm going to have to let you go, sweetie. Okay, write your question. And then press enter. I didn't see anything. Did you read my message to you? I'll be right with you. Did you see that? Okay, so you know right at the bottom on the lower right portion of the screen, it says enter chat message. Do you see that? Okay, so click in there and write a message and then press enter. Don't want to spend a lot of time because then other people are waiting. So I have a very full switchboard, love. Okay. Can you go into the Blog Talk Radio chat room, love? Amanda?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Write your question there, love. Do you know how to get to that?
Yeah.
Do you know how to get to that, love? I'm going to look for your message there, okay? And while you try to get to Blog Talk Radio's chat room and write a question, then I will go to another phone call, and then I'll come back there.
Cool.
Okay, sorry everybody for delaying my ability to get to you. I'm going to Nancia. Hello, Nancia. How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good, Laura. How are you?
I'm good, love. Go ahead, sweetheart, and give me your question, honey.
So I'm separated from my workplace that I've been at for 11 years for it's been about 2.5 weeks. And my supervisor, who I've known for 8 years, was very angry. And she's been making it very difficult since. And I just want to move on. But she keeps doing things that's unprofessional and unethical. And it's like she's pushing me to fight back, which I know I can, but I really don't want to. I just want my 401k and just move on. And she's preventing me from getting it.
Oh, so that's how she's getting back at you. I wasn't clear about that. She's trying to prevent you from getting your 401k back. Okay, give me the name of the business. It'll help me vibrationally align better.
Yes, it's Piedmont Fayette Hospital.
I'll just say Piedmont Hospital.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, she can't deny you your what's due you. Okay, that's illegal. That is illegal.
Yeah, that's how I know I could get her. I could get her back. But I'm trying.
Yeah, that's fine. First of all, she will not be able to take your 401k from you. You need to simply go do your paperwork and file for it. It will not be impeded. She has no legal right to do so. You will be able to get the money back in due time. There may be a few obstacles and hurdles in terms of information needed and or identification, but eventually you will get that money. And I do not feel that you will have to hire anyone to work with you like a lawyer or anyone else. So just do what you need to do and don't be fearful. Also, we need to use some metaphysics on this. We need to use some spiritual laws, some spiritual principles. One of the things is to do what they call a treatment on this, metaphysic treatment. So we would imagine her in front of us and we would bless our relationship with this person to be completely healed, a complete success, and that she will not be able to get the better of you any longer. It will be a resolution for the highest good and benefit of all. I will just call her that person, and I will complete the healing. Okay, it's like a healing. Okay. So from this point forward, Nancia and this person are healed. The relationship between them is completely and utterly resolved. She no longer has any issues with this person. This person now releases her, lets go, and moves on to her next victim, so to speak, or she's distracted elsewhere. Nancy is clear and free and is allowed to get her money, and she does immediately. There will be no problems, and this will no longer be an issue for her. Amen. The highest good and benefit of all, and so it is. Now, there's something else to know about this. I'm using what is called Center for Spiritual Living treatment. Okay, that's the same thing that Wayne Dyer. He always used to go to them. That and Unity. I don't know if you've heard of Wayne Dyer, but what I'm doing is it's called a treatment from spirit. It's a spiritual mind treatment, and that is basically as we see it, so it is. As we call it, so it is. And one other thing that's important when we're in situations like this is true of everybody out there. When you're in a situation that is very, very cacophonic, very, very stressful, out of control, usually with relationships, but relationships could be with people or things, right? One of the first things that we are being called to do when we are in those situations is center, meditate, and also use our mind to create reality. So if you start to do meditation on a daily basis, this will clear up, because all you're seeing is a reflection of your own discord manifesting in the external world. In other words, there's something in you that is very unsettled. And so what happens when we have something in ourselves that's unsettled, inevitably it takes shape and form in our life. I'm going to see if I can find out what that is, love. You might already know. Okay, Nancy 404, what's going on in her life that is creating discord? Hold on. Do you have a child, honey? Child?
I do. I have a stepson and a daughter.
Is one of them very difficult or uncontrollable?
Yeah, my stepson.
Yeah, I was going to say the son is very, very uncontrollable, and there's a lot of difficulties surrounding that. They're telling me that stress in your life is creating the other stress. So the way we resolve this is we go to meditation. I have a story to tell you. The reason I'm going to spend some time with you is because it's something everybody could use. Believe me. I work for Microsoft Corporation. I used to work for Microsoft Corporation. I've been channeling spirit for over 30 years, but my external world was a business person. I was in sales in high pressured corporate environment. And I did well for the first 5 years, and then they changed my manager. And all of a sudden, this guy, he had it in for me. Sound familiar? All of a sudden, this guy had it in for me. And so I didn't know what to do. So I went to a minister at Science of Mind, or Center for Spiritual Living. And he, instead of him talking me through the problem, he taught me how to meditate. And I'm thinking to myself, how's this going to help? I literally did not do anything to work through the situation with this person, this boss. All I did was learn to meditate. And in about 6 weeks, the boss was transferred. As we calm ourselves, everything shifts. Okay, now I'm going to move this meditation to a much more powerful thing. If we create a mantra and use it in our meditation, a mantra of what we want is peace. I don't want to say peaceful mind. I want to use 2 words. Each needs to be 1 syllable. Peace, life, peace, peaceful lives, sure life, peaceful. It needs to be something like peace and life. Peaceful life. Okay, you can do peaceful life. It's not that long. So what I want you to do is I want you to meditate on the mantra, peaceful life. Okay, all the time. You can also do something with heal sun. You could use that as another one. You could also say heal work. And that's standing for healing the work. And you're not doing anything other than meditating. And what will happen is all that will shift. So it just, it works. I mean, I know it works. I use it all the time and it works. Okay, sweetheart?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to try Amanda one more time. Oh, no, I even have another
I'm on
person.
the phone.
Naomi. Okay, Amanda, you're on the phone. Oh, now she's on the phone. And now I have to try to find her.
Sorry.
I will try to see if you're the last person that just called in.
Probably.
Amanda, is that you?
Can you hear me?
Amanda?
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Hello?
Amanda, is that you?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have told you to call in. That would have been a good one. And it worked out. Okay, sweetheart. Go ahead and give me your question, love, and best answer we can. Go ahead.
Okay. I just wondering if I'm on the right path.
If I'm on the right path.
Okay. Is Amanda on the right path? Yes or no? Yes, you are you're taking the right steps. It feels like it's something to do with career and work. Would you understand that, please, Amanda? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. It feels like it's something to do with the health field or health career. Would you understand that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You're taking matters into your own hands now. You're getting very good at this thing that you want to learn, and you will be taking new steps in the future to increase and advance your career. Everything you're doing is correct. It feels like it needs to be done in stages. You need to learn something, you need to do it for a while, and then you can move up the ladder. The pay is very good, and you will have everything that you want. So yes. Take it, be patient, and break it into steps, because if you look at it as the big picture, it seems insurmountable. Okay, but if you think about it in small increments, like as if you're biting off, each thing along the way, then it seems much more doable, right?
Right.
Right.
All right. And then that'll give you the courage to continue, because it feels like you need a lot of courage to continue. But you're doing well with this. And it doesn't, at first I thought it was like a traditional medical career, but when I started to talk, they were giving me a feeling like it's not that traditional. And it seems to have something to do with healing and or natural food. It seems food, natural, maybe naturopathic physician, but it's like supplements, food, healing, all of that. And it's not a path that that you can do easily. It's not a path that when you finish it, you'll know you have a job. A job is something that you have to bring the clients in. But if you pick up each skill set as you go along and build that, you will find that it will work out for you. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. I'm going to go to the other person who's waiting in the chat room, and that would be, she's gone. Amanda. Hi, honey. You can hang up. The other person hung up. I am going to go to one more person in the queue, and that would be Susan, and then we will probably be at the end of the show. Susan, go ahead, honey. Give me your question, and we will try to answer it. Go ahead, love.
60 seconds. If you see any improvements in my work.
Okay, Susan 310, improvements in work, yes or no? Yes. Hold on. You have a lot of work still to do on Earth. You've not achieved any of what you really want to do. It's like you're at the foot of the mountain and you have to still climb this huge mountain in front of you, but you will do everything you need to do. The answer that they're giving me is a little bit incongruent with the question. The question is, will my work get any better? And I'm seeing you like having a lot to do still to get it to be better, to get up that hill, to get what you want.
10 seconds.
And to put a lot of suffering behind you, trials and tribulations, questions about you, questions about your abilities, questions about, they're using the word health, that you've had a lot of obstacles to get going. But you will get going, you will do well, but there's something more I have to tell you, love. And that's why I'm hesitating a little bit here. Hold on. Spirit, it looks like you're showing me that she's have obligations from the past that you've not let go of. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. Okay, I'm going to have to drill down a little bit on what the work is. So you're going to have to tell me, because they're giving me, Spirit is giving me the impression that you haven't even begun, or that there's some huge thing in front of you that is an obstacle that doesn't ever go away, or seems like it never goes away. And so the only way that your work can ever get better is if you could get this mountain in front of you, this obstacle out of the way. What is the work that you're trying to do, Susan?
Well, I work in special education. I am a behavior specialist, and I'm actually in the supervisory capacity.
So the obstacle then is just some kind of discordance at work?
No, I'd like to be able to advance to more of an administrative role. So.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks to me like it's really hard to do that. Like, there's so many obstacles in the way. We're going to have to figure out. I'm kind of getting the impression that there's only one way. This mountain is insurmountable. Okay, it doesn't seem to change. No matter what we do, it's in front of you. So I'm going to ask Spirit, is it a mindset thing, or is it truly the way it's structured? And why is she in the situation, and what can she do about it? Hold on.
Okay.
You need to, okay, so I don't see you, it doesn't look like it's something that you can have. So what you need to do is figure out a way to get the essence of that, but in a different way. It's like as if you set a goal for yourself and you're stuck on it, but maybe there's another way to get what the aspects of this goal are without without putting yourself through all these hoops, because I don't see that happening. That's what I like to, I need to say. Okay, so the mountain, it's not moving. There's nothing going to change there. It's the way it is. It's not going to change at all. Let me see if the essence is security, moving up. And also I feel there's something about where you are now that you don't like, or there's a diminishment. Okay, there's diminishment in the role that you, as you see it, that you have now, like as if you perceive it as below your standards, below your ethics, and below what you like to do and want to do. You have better skills than where they're placing you, and you're not being utilized in the way that you should be utilized. You're extremely intelligent. You also have a feeling that you want to change the administration. You want to do something to improve this. So you're really like a person who's got insight, and you want to use this on a higher level, right?
You hit it.
Yeah. Wow, you're really something else, because you really are a light worker. You are a light worker. You've come to Earth to help heal a system that is very broken. You've come to Earth to heal a system that's administration and bureaucracy that's very, very broken. What I feel is, this may not be possible, they're giving me the feeling that there might be roles within the administration that you can actually run for, like office, like, you know how you run for office, but you might be able to run for some roles, right? Running and being voted in a different way. And it feels like it's politics and or administration. There's aspects of the administration that are controlled through politics and or and they're higher level, even higher than this, or they're lateral to this. So rather than go up the strict bureaucracy, you need to go around it, and you need to go up a different way. And that would be something that you're voted into, and it's political.
Okay.
Now, by the way, you're very good at that, so you don't need to worry, and you would get ahead. But you need to go around it, and Spirit would work with you, because that's really what your goal is. Because believe it or not, if you got where you think you need to go to do what you want to do, you wouldn't be able to do it there, because you'd be in handcuffs anyway. So the right way is to gain political power up a different ladder. Okay, my dear?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Susan. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everybody. You're all wonderful, blessed souls. I hope that the evening was helpful to you, and I look forward to working with you again next week. If you'd like a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. If you put in the event code field, radio show, you will obtain a third more time free. Namaste, everybody. Bye.
Using Blog Talk